Your spouse doesn't trust you because you're never present. You don't need another strategy. You need a backbone because your life is leaking respect in every direction. Your kids aren't proud because you keep quitting on yourself. You're not being ignored because you're not good. You are being ignored because the people you want to lead, sell to, and influence can't feel you clearly. And if you're a business owner or a C-level executive that lands in a painful place because you are already carrying more than you admit, you are carrying the pressure to grow, the pressure to be certain, the pressure to look confident while you are making decisions with incomplete information. And the part nobody talks about, the fear that if you slow down, everything collapses. So you keep moving, you keep producing, you keep meeting, you keep optimizing. But deep down, you know the truth. Motion is not the same as momentum. Here's what I see in high performers all the time. Not because they are weak, because they are human. Their brain is doing its job. Protecting status, avoiding rejection, conserving energy. And that protection shows up as 3 subconscious frustrations that quietly run the business. What if you're exhausted? Not because you are doing too much, but because you are carrying too many open loops. The unanswered messages, the follow-ups you meant to send, the decisions you keep postponing, the conversations you keep avoiding. Your brain doesn't forget those. It keeps them running in the background like tabs. And those tabs cost focus. They cost patience. They cost strategic thinking. So you become reactive. Short temper, less creativity, more urgency, more quick calls, more silver bullets. Not because you are failing, but your nervous system is overloaded. Second, what if your revenue feels inconsistent because your brain treats selling like a social threat? You don't consciously fear outreach, but your body does, because outreach means exposure. Exposure means someone can say no. And for a high-status person, a no doesn't just reject an offer, it pokes identity. So you do what smart leaders do when something feels risky. You overthink. You refine the offer again, you tweak the messaging again, you wait for perfect timing, and you call it strategy. But you are really doing is trying to feel safe before you act. Third, what if you are not as memorable as you need to be? Because you are trying too hard to be respected. Respected often makes you sound polished. Polished often makes you sound generic. Generic is easy to scroll past. And when people can't recall you, they can't choose you, even if you're the best option. That's not a marketing problem. That's a brain problem. Memory is built through emotion, repetition, and distinctiveness. So the question becomes, how do you reduce the pressure you are carrying, become clearer, and create predictable growth without becoming manipulative or salesy? This is why I use 2 systems together. First, make me great. Not as a slogan, as a way to make your communication land in the brain. We start with who? The identity you project, not your title, your signal. What do you stand for so clearly that people can repeat it? Then why? The real motives your clients and teams are driven by. Security, status, belonging, progress. If you don't speak to motives, you create noise. Then tribe. People move faster when they feel, these are my people. Shared language and proof creates belonging. Then ethical persuasion. You remove friction, you reduce uncertainty, you make the next step feel safe. Then communicate with the brain. One message, one priority, one next step, so people don't have to work to understand you. Second, 10x by Grant Cardone. Because clarity without action doesn't change your life. 10x isn't about doing some more random things. It's about doing more of the actions that create decisions, more invitations, more follow-up, more exposure, more reps. Because the truth is, consistency is not a personality trait, it's a system. So here's a simple way to help yourself today. Pick one thing you've been avoiding that would create a real decision. One follow-up, one direct ask, one conversation. Then make it brain-friendly. Keep it short. Make the next step clear. And remove pressure. A message like, Quick question, are you still trying to solve X this quarter? If yes, I can show you the simple path I'd take. That's not pushy, that's leadership. If you want the full structure, how to become unforgettable, how to stabilize revenue, how to build reputation through follow-through, and how to execute without burning out, click on the button or link here under, read the content, watch what's there. And if it resonates, take the next step, because you don't need more pressure. You need a system that makes the right actions easier and makes the results predictable. I'm Thomas. We are Happy Brains.